What's up? It's your boy Pop from Hobo Skateboard Shop, and you are in Hobo Vision. Hobo Mobile Vision. I can't even talk right now. Anyway, it is Friday, which means that it is your hip-hop fix of the week. And this weekend's topic is, man, and I wanted to do something else, but when, topics like this come up, I have to address them. A couple of days ago, Lil Yachty, aka Lil Boat, aka hip-hop's last hope, forgotten, whatever. Let's go on. Anyway, he did a little interview with I forget the name of the little site or source, but I think if you go on Pitchfork, Late Night Creep, I think it's called Pitchfork something, but if you go on Late Night Creep or something, and you can see the whole interview of it. But one of the questions that they asked him was about Biggie. And they only gave him two choices between overrated and underrated. And of course, Lil Yachty said that Biggie was overrated. All right. Now, granted, he went on, this shouldn't be a shock to nobody. One, because it's not like he hasn't said things like this before. He said things like he doesn't, really feel like he needs to respect the history or old, school or anything before him concerning hip hop. He then, on top of that, he also stated that he didn't really know anything much about, older generation hip hop like Biggie and Tupac, anything like that. So all in all, this guy seems pretty, I would say, disrespectful and non-compliant with the history of the culture and, earlier pioneers of it. So, only thing I have to say about it is that, one, he, once again, like anything, he is entitled to his own opinion. All right. So it's older generations of hip hop and MCs that even I don't like. All right. And I mean, way before me, probably way before a lot of you that came into the game. And there's a lot of them I don't like. There's a lot of people in hip hop during my generation that I don't like. However, you still have to acknowledge them in a sense of the culture. You got to know these things. Now, in the addressing Lil Yachty here, is that, I mean, he a fairly young cat. He's 19 years old or so. And a lot of the, somebody like Biggie, I think was, if I'm doing my math correctly, I think Biggie was dead and gone by the time this guy was really technically born, so to speak. So yeah, I mean, he was, I mean, if he doesn't know, of Biggie or Pac or anything like that, that's one thing. However, if you're gonna, I just hate it when people use that as an excuse, his age and time limit of when these guys were around as an excuse, all right? Because if you're gonna start something, if you're gonna be a part of something, a part of a culture or anything, you should know the history of it. You should know the people before you that came. You should know why these people are important to these, generations, genres, whatever. So in other words, if I was a basketball player, all right, and, I wanted to be the best basketball player that is, all right, and I want to study in the game, whatever, I practice hard and stuff like that, so on and so forth, all right. So somebody brings up the name Michael Jordan. And even though, you know, let's say that, of course he wasn't, but he came way before me. I'm just using somebody as a timeline that we all probably could connect to. But if somebody said Michael Jordan to me, and I go, who? And I think he's highly overrated, and people think that he's, you know, labeling him as the greatest, the best basketball player that ever lived, and I'm just some guy just because I never seen him or something like that goes, no, he's not really that good. I don't see what you guys are talking about. You can't do that. That means that I wasn't studying. All right. So don't really want to make this video long or stuff like that, because it pretty much just boils down to that with me. If Lil Yachty just didn't like Biggie, and I mean, it's nothing wrong with that part of it, but for him to claim that Biggie is overrated, now you know, now you got some explaining to do. Okay, so yeah, so that's all I basically wanted to say. I wanted to also ask you guys that. I'm like, is there anybody that you guys hate that when people bring it up, if you're older or younger, that you hate bringing, you know, hate when people say, like, I'm a big Wu-Tang fan. I'm pretty sure it's not a lot of people younger than me that can see what all the hype is about Wu-Tang. I think Wu-Tang is the greatest hip-hop group, period. You would never find another Wu-Tang Clan then or before that, as a group, as a collective. That many MCs that's that good at one time, unified as one. All right, but I mean, you might be younger, you might say some crap like, I think it's crap that Young Money is the greatest group, or you might say No Limit is the greatest group. Who knows? All right, but that's basically what I wanted to start. I mean, you debate on, you know, he's entitled to his own opinion, but do you think that guy really should do a lot more on respecting the culture and knowing the history of it, of hip-hop or anything else? All right, so that's it. Your boy Poppy Pop from Hobo Skateboard Shop signing out. 2 fingers.